There's no text, just a photo attachment. Oh god. I'm kind of scared now because I keep forgetting that this is kind of a horror game. Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome to Corpse Factory. This may come as a shocker to a lot of you. If you are an OG fan of my channel, like way back in 2015, you guys know that my original roots on YouTube comes from visual novel games. I used to play so many visual novel games on the channel, and my favorite kind was actually, contrary to belief, people think it's dating sims. I enjoyed the dating sims too, but the horror visual novels that I played, oh, they're so fun, they're so good and so intriguing. So I cannot wait to show you guys Corpse Factory. I want to give a huge thank you to River Crow Studio as they have provided me a copy of this game, so thank you so much. And also early access, I'm playing this early, so I'm super excited to play this because, so not only is this game a psychological horror visual novel, it is actually fully English voice with a lot of popular voice actors as well. There's people here from Yakuza, the voice of English Ichiban from Yakuza 7. We got people from Persona 5, from Nier Automata, like all these great actresses and actors that are in this. Alright, so I'm gonna read the description of this game so you guys can get the premise of what this is about. Tokyo in the near future, whispers and rumors are spreading through the city like wildfire. Murmurs of a bizarre website have started to pique interest of more than a few people. People willing to take the extreme risks in order to fulfill their darkest desires. Corpse Girl website supposedly allows the user to request the death of someone they know. All that is required is a photo of the proposed victim. Once an image is uploaded, the website promises to snuff out the victim's soul within a matter of days. Victims of the website apparently receive a photograph of their own corpse before they are killed. Photos are timestamped with a date, perhaps the prediction of the time of death. The website authenticity is questionable at best. It has become an interesting topic of conversation and nothing more. And yet, when people start dying in odd ways across the city, the website is instantly returns to the limelight. All of the recent victims were found in possession of strange photos. Photos of their own corpse, reviewed only hours before they die. Before we begin the game, however, if you guys would like to support the channel on Patreon, that is patreon.com/AGirlAndAGame, you guys can get early access to Corpse Factory and other things that I do not post to the public. So if that is something you're interested in, please check out the link in the description or go to patreon.com/AGirlAndAGame. Prologue. Emi Katsuno. June 12th, Friday. Morning. Oh, I know those bitches have been talking about me behind my back. They flash those fake smiles when I walk past. They wave half-heartedly and say things like, "Oh, hi, Emmy," or "You're the only one brave enough to pull off that look." They're all two-faced, lying assholes. I hate each and every one of them. Amo, Saichiko, and Kurosawa, just look at them. Everything about them is fake. Fake lips, fake nails, fake smiles, fake personalities. Look, I'll be the first to admit that I'm a fake too. Well, you know, but even I know that I'm not as bad as them. I'm not horrible to every person I meet. Just look at the ones that I don't like. It's not fair. I have to work with them. I just wanted a part-time job, something breezy and casual. How was I supposed to know that these delinquents would be obsessed over torment? Armando is unbearable, but probably the least terrible of the three. She's a year younger than me and acts like she's some famous pop idol. But she just dropped out like me, working in this dead-end part-time job just so her parents don't kick her out of their house. She spends her evenings singing at the underground bars and hanging out with shady talent agents who swears they can promote her and make her the next big pop star. She gets taken advantage of time to time again, but never seems to learn her lesson. I don't know if she's just stupid or if she really thinks she's on the right track of becoming famous. Saichiko is the same straight-laced girl you see every school, studying her ass off and earning her parents' approval. Why is this highlighted like that? What does that mean? The type of girl that always has the best grades but never really has any friends. She's the kind of girl that graduates, then a reality of real world knocks her on her ass, and she realizes she actually has no clue what she's doing, just like the rest of us. So settles for the first crappy job she can find, and then suddenly it's 3 years later and she's still slaving away for an asshole manager just to make ends meet. Instead of being humbled by her station in life, Saichiko decides to take her anger out on everyone around her. I've seen her slap a customer out of frustration. Wait, slap customers? You would be fired if you did that, what? Rumor has it that she strangled her boss on one occasion. Girl, why is she not fired? What the hell? Apparently he's too afraid to fire her now. I don't blame him. I'm afraid of her too. Wait, I'm sorry. You're too scared to fire this girl? She literally attacked you. That's assault. And then there's Kurosawa. I could write the entire blog on all the things I hate about her. She's pretty, but she's very aware of it. She seems to have this new sugar daddy every few weeks. Some poor old fool that she string alongs for and milks dry. Look, that's none of your business. Like, I don't judge if that's what people do. Like, the sugar daddy is the one that paid for the money, so in reality, he knew what he was getting into, right? Like, why are we, who are we right now? I don't even know what our main character is, but why are we judging? It's none of your business, man. She must be nearing 30, but all of her friends are still in senior high school. Oh. That's weird. It's more than a little weird. They hang out around the train station bullying homeless people and shoplifting from some convenience store. I'm pretty certain that she's done time once or twice. Okay, never mind. I'm judging her again because she hangs out with high school kids and you're nearly 30. That's weird. Kurosawa is an all-around terrible person. She makes Amano and Saichiko look like saints in comparison. Honestly, I couldn't ask for a worse group of co-workers. Finally, there's me. Who's me? We complain a lot. Emi Katsuno, university dropout, part-time cashier, and up to my ears in debt. I live in a small apartment in a bad neighborhood just to keep my head above water. My apartment building is filled with deadbeats, loan sharks, junkies, perverts, you name it. By some miracle, I managed to snatch up the best apartment in the worst building. Although the place is nice, the rent is questionably low. I'm fully expecting the landlord to wander in one day and demand more money. Or murder me. I'm constantly worried about money, worried about my safety, worried about what the hell I'm supposed to be doing with my life. As if it wasn't bad enough, I have to work 4 days a week with 3 of the worst girls I've ever met in my life. Today's no different from any other day. Amano greets me at the door, her disgustingly puffy and pouty lip pulled back in half snarl, half smile. I can smell the sickly, sweet scent of too much lip gloss from 10 feet away.
Oh, hi, Emmy. You're late again, you know.
Yeah, sorry. Just let me pass.
Oh, this is us!
I'll go clock in.
Okay, so we're Emmy that- you know what? We are pretty, but damn, everybody in this game so far just has too many problems.
Whatever. Kurosawa wants to see you. Can you, like, just go see her?
Fine.
Amano walks off. I looked around for Kurosawa. The scale stench of cigarette smoke eventually overwhelms the lingering scent of lip gloss in the air and leads me to the location.
You wanted me?
Damn, she kinda hot though. Sorry.
Katsuno, I need you to process a big refund. Don't mess it up, okay? It's for a regular customer.
Okay, I can do that. What am I refunding?
There's a bunch of shirts on the counter. Just ring them up and refund them for cash.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Thanks. I'm going for a smoke break.
I decide to clock in before processing the refund. I won't be paid for the shift if the company doesn't know I came to work. I go behind the counter and retrieve a sign-in booklet. I flip to the day's date and fill in my details. Done and done. The shirts that Kurosawa mentioned are lying haphazardly over the counter. I pick them up and scan each one. They're not cheap. The first rings up at 11,000 yen. How much is that in US dollars? And the next is 13,000. There are 6 shirts, all up and each a little more expensive than the last. They don't look worn and the tags are intact. I'm supposed to ask for the receipt or proof of purchase before making a refund, but the customer is obviously not here. Besides, the request came directly from Kurosawa, my superior, so I can't exactly refuse. The refund goes through in the system successfully and the cash drawer opens up. I count out the correct amount of money in 10,000 yen bills, then pop an elastic band around the cash and put it in the envelope. I also print a copy of the refund receipt and slip it in with the cash. Job done. I slide the envelope back under the register and lean against the counter. Surveying the store, I can see that there aren't many customers around. It's still early in the morning after all. We don't usually get much business until around lunchtime. I hover around the register for a while, biting my nails and staring at the clock to pass time. Kurosawa eventually returns from her smoke break. Half an hour must have passed by now. Who does she think she is?
Finish that refund?
Yeah, I did it just like you said.
Okay.
Okay. She rummages around underneath the cash register and pulls out the envelope stuffed with cash. Why do I feel like she's scamming it? Like, people do that. Like, especially people who work at the store, sometimes they take something, like they bought it, or they pretend they bought it, and then they return it, and then get the money out of it, you know what I mean? Like, that's a thing. Her fingers flick through it quickly, counting each note, and she nods as though she's satisfied.
Good work, Katsuno.
Satisfied.
I'll pass this on to the customer next time they come in.
No problem.
Anyway, I'll take over the cash register for a while. You want to go tidy up stock?
Yeah, okay.
Not too bothered if Kurosawa wants to take over register duties. It's boring standing around. I'd rather much be doing something than nothing. As I head towards the rack of untidy jackets, Saichiko bumps into me.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, huh? Wait, go back.
That's fine.
I skipped my accent, sorry.
You okay?
I haven't been sleeping real well. I'm just tired, that's all.
Well, get some rest, I guess.
Thanks. Look, while I've got you here, I know I haven't really been easy to get along with lately.
Oh.
I've got my own personal issues, but that's no reason to take
Oh, this is
it on
the girl
you
who gets
and-
angry at everybody and, like, fights people and choked out the boss. I can't believe what I'm hearing here. Saichiko has a change of heart?
So I'm resigning as of today.
Oh.
I don't deserve this job. I wanted to apologize and make sure there's no bad blood between us.
Sachiko. I don't know what to say. I never expected this from you.
Yeah.
If you're resigning, do you have another job lined up?
No, not yet, but I need to work on myself first. I have a lot to think about.
Well, I mean, as long as you're sure about this.
I am.
In that case, then thank you for apologizing. I forgive you.
Do we, though?
Thank you, Emmy. Well, until next time, then.
Yeah. Until next time.
Saichiko takes her leave, and I'm still taken a bit aback by her sudden personality change. Did I misjudge her from the start? No, that can't be it. She has a history of abusing customers and coworkers. No way I imagined all of that. Regardless, I'm kind of actually glad that she's trying to get a grip on her life. I hope everything works out for her. If she's resigning today, then I'm supposed to be the only two terrible coworkers left are Armando and Kurosawa. I glanced at Armando, who was just standing by the door waiting to greet customers. She has a vacant expression on her face, like always. Then I looked towards the register where Kurosawa should have been standing, but she's not there. Didn't she offer to take over the register duties from me? Where the hell did she disappear to? I wandered behind the counter. The register doesn't look like it's been touched. Out of curiosity, I slide my hand around under the register, and the cash stuffed with the envelope is gone. No sign of it. The receipt of the refund is lying on the floor. I bent down and picked it up. It's standard refund receipt stating the value of their transaction. My name is signed to the bottom since I was the one who processed it. She's gonna frame us! That's true! Oh no! The refund money is gone, and so is Kurosawa. Did she? No, she couldn't have. Surely she wasn't just to run off with the money. No one that's stupid enough to risk their job over that. Would they?
There's Katsuno. You should go ask her about it.
Ask what? Huh? Kurosawa's still here. She seems to have popped out of nowhere.
Katsuno. Oh.
Hirota, the manager of the store, he normally spends his time in this office to go back, so it's kind of unusual to see him here. What do you want with me?
Kurosawa was tending to the register when she noticed the system flagged a large refund as suspicious. You know anything about it?
Oh my god, what a bitch!
Well, yeah, I processed a big refund this morning.
Is that so? Do you have the receipt?
Here.
I hand him the transaction receipt that was still between my fingers. He looks it over once, then twice, his eyebrows furrowing.
This is quite a large refund. No wonder the system flagged it. Did you get approval from Kurosawa before processing this?
Kurosawa was the one who asked me to process it, sir. I never even spoke to the customer that it was intended for.
That's not true, Hirota. I don't know anything about this refund.
Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Girl, uh-oh.
Where is the refunded money now?
Well, I put it in an envelope underneath the register, but...
There's no money here, sir.
Bitch!
She's lying to you.
Interesting. No money to be found. And Qsued, you're the one who signed off on the refund. That makes you responsible.
Yeah, I did sign it, but...
You're going to have to tell the truth, Qsued. Did you take the money? Don't make me get the police involved.
Wait, hang on. Do you think I stole it? Kurosawa asked me to process the refund and leave the cash in an envelope.
Nonsense. That's simply irresponsible. It's not safe to leave cash out of the register.
Oh my god, yo, what the hell? I feel my stomach begin to sink. What exactly is happening here?
Confess at once, Qsued.
I didn't steal the damn money! If anyone stole it, it was that bitch Kurosawa!
Enough! We're not going to stand here and argue about this like bickering school children.
Do you guys not have cameras in the store or something? Oh my god, like a serpent slinking out of the shadows. Saichiko slides beside Hirota.
Yeah, Sirita?
Did you witness Qsued take an envelope of cash from the register?
She's gonna agree with this. Well, I think that whole thing about like, oh, I'm quitting, I'm sorry, was a distraction, right? For them to hide the money. I think that's what that was.
Oh, yes, sir. Just this morning. She acted like she was processing a refund, then pocketed the cash. I meant to bring it to your attention sooner, but...
Oh my god. Saikicho, that bitch! She hasn't changed at all! She just sold me out! I managed to catch a glimpse of Kurosawa smirking at Saikicho. They nod in unison and giggle. Are they in this together? Are they throwing me under the bus just so they can steal some cash? I can't believe it! I'm so freaking angry!
There you have it. A witness to your crime. Kurosawa, if you would kindly call the police.
Are we gonna get arrested?
Yes, sir.
Wait just a minute!
I scream a little louder than intended, but my blood is boiling and I can barely control myself.
Steal any money. Why don't you check the security cameras?
Where's the security cams at?
I'm innocent.
Oh, you know those cameras haven't worked in months, right? I suppose nowadays they're mostly just for show.
Oh my god, yeah, it was totally
Of course,
planned.
if Hirota really wants me to, I could go double check it just to be sure. Though, I think that would just be a waste of time.
Thank you, but that won't be necessary, Kurosawa.
Kurosawa's eyes narrow as she gazes at me wickedly.
Amano, please show everybody what you found.
You got it, boss.
I didn't even realize Amano was a part of the discussion. She is leering at me disgustingly and slapping the envelope against her open palm.
Found this wad of cash in Katsuno's locker out back.
I can feel the blood drain from my face. I haven't even been out the back today. Are they all in this? Are they all in this against me? Did they plant evidence to get me in trouble?
Lying! I haven't even had time to go out back today!
Girl, what did we do?
I mean, what do you want me to say? You think the cash just appeared out of nowhere?
Oh my
It
god.
would seem all the evidence is against you, Qsued. Since we located the money, I won't have you arrested. But you will not step foot in this store ever again. Do I make myself clear?
Hang on a second, wait! How can you fire me? I know it's like we stole money, but you can't fire the other fucking crazy lady who choked this guy out. This is the manager, right? Choked the manager out, slapped some customers around. But no, we draw the line at like this, right? Like people taking money. But actual people who are physically abusing customers and the boss, we're okay with that. Like, what?
You're fired. And I will make sure you never work in any of our stores again.
I'm speechless. I can't even process my thoughts. The quiet giggling and snickering of Kurosawa, Saichiko, and Amano buzzes in my ears until my skull feels like it's going to burst. Hirota grabs my shoulder and tries to lean in me outside, but I jerk away and stumble backwards. My back slams against the glass window in front of the store. Thankfully, the glass doesn't shatter, but I can immediately feel a bruise forming. I push myself forward, regaining my balance, and duck towards the sliding door.
See you around, Emmy. Oh well, I guess not, hey?
But why though? Like, why don't they like her? I know, like, she's annoying too. Like, the main character, she's kind of annoying as well. But like, why though? I blinked the tears out of my eyes as I dashed through the storefront door. My anchored fear and anxiety are getting the better of me, and it's good 5 or 10 minutes before I realize that I've been running aimlessly through the shopping mall. I reach my hand through my eyes to wipe away the moisture and take a deep breath. I look around trying to get my bearing. The escalators, at least I know where I am. I need to sit down and compose myself. If I don't calm down, I might be tempted to return to the store and start punching those 3 absolute assholes. Yo, I would start swinging. With my head down, I blindly charge towards the small seating area.
Watch out!
I collide headfirst with somebody in front of me. Without thinking, I scream out in anger.
Watch where you're going!
Sorry.
Oh, who the hell is this? Wait, this girl. I know her from somewhere.
Katsuno? Is that you?
Huh? I know you. Have we met?
Yes, of course. We graduated from senior high school together. Remember?
Did we?
Senior high school was more than a year ago. Feels like a different lifetime. How does she expect me to remember that?
Maybe. Yeah, you're Sato, right? Aoi Sato?
That's me. You do remember.
Girl, I don't mean to judge, but why are you wearing a uniform if you're not in school anymore?
I just got fired, so I'm not thinking straight.
You got fired. I'm really sorry. You bumped into me pretty hard. Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Aoi is rubbing her arm tenderly. I figure I must have injured her, but I'm really not in the mood to stand here and apologize to some old acquaintance.
I have to go. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
I pushed past Aoi and expected her, the shy, spineless girl, grab my arm and stop me from leaving. Her grip is surprisingly strong.
Katsuno, you said that you just got fired. Is that true?
Wait, yeah, I'm pissed off about it.
Tell me what happened.
Why are you so interested?
Yeah.
I just thought maybe I could help is all.
But
okay.
You can't help. Some bitch set me up. She stole a bunch of money and made me take the fall.
I see.
Are we done here? Can I leave now?
Sorry for keeping you.
Yeah, okay.
Once again, I turned to leave, but Aoi's next words managed to catch my interest.
You know, if someone got you fired, there is a way you could get revenge.
Here we go. Revenge? What is this girl on about? Does she have some way for me to get back at Kurosawa? What am I thinking? I can't even step foot back in the store. My chances of getting any kind of justice just doesn't exist.
Revenge? What the hell are you talking about?
Never mind. I shouldn't have said anything.
Hell no. You're not going cold on me now. Tell me what you meant.
Oh, okay. But let's talk quietly. There may be a way for you to get back at whoever got you fired.
Why is this
Have
kind
you
of
heard
creepy?
the rumors of Corpse Girl's website?
Corpse Girl? Who is that? Sounds like some death metal band.
Aoi ignores my comment and continues with her speech.
They say that if you visit Corpse Girl's website, you can request a death.
Wait, why is this like the first? I know like the whole revenge plot, I understand that. But why is your first instinct to be like, yo, let me kill a bitch? Like, wait. Request a death? What is this girl ranting about?
Hang on, start over. I'm completely lost.
Aoi frowns, a look of annoyance on her face.
Say somebody wrongs you, and you want to get revenge on them.
Go on.
Rumors state that you can visit Corpse Girl's website and fill out a form in order to request a specific person's death.
This Corpse Girl. Is she, like, a hitman or something?
No one knows the truth. All I know is that her victims always receive a photo of their own corpse before they die.
What the fuck? This is so creepy. This is why I said this premise is so interesting, because like one of my favorite animes of all time is Death Note. I love that one so much because it's kind of the same premise. You know, you write somebody's name in the Death Note and then they die within a couple of minutes or seconds. So I do find this interesting, but it's just so weird that this cute innocent girl, and I guess that's on purpose, where she's like, hey, you want to kill somebody? You want to get revenge? Go on Corp's website. Like, how is this normal? Like, why are you so chill about this?
How is that possible?
Just before they die. How does that work?
I've been wanting to use the website for some time. There's somebody that I'd be happier without. But I'm not brave enough to go through with it.
Do you have to like pay money or something, or is it just like you just tell them?
Wanna know if the rumors are true. If you use the website, you could tell me if it works or not.
Girl, you're using me as a scapegoat?
This whole thing sounds sketchy.
Right.
Risky. Are the police gonna come get me if I go on this website?
I've got no idea.
Well, thanks, I guess.
I know it doesn't make any further attempts to stop me when I turn on my heel and walk away. I don't know what to make of her suggestion. Can such a website even exist? The ability to request a death just sounds so unbelievable, and yet intriguing, because she's probably gonna go kill those 3 girls. I find myself unable to get the possibilities out of my mind as I make my way towards the train station. Corpse Girl, a website tailored for revenge. I could dub in Kurosawa, Saichiko, and Amano. If I could remain anonymous, then no matter what happens, whatever fate befalls those girls, it couldn't be traced back to me. I started to wonder if ordering the deaths of the few girls simply because they got me fired is a little extreme. I do think it. Honestly, what I would do, punch them in the face. That's it. That's the extent of my revenge. Killing them is a bit much. I mean, just, you know. Although they're not exactly saints, they're closer to human garbage more than anything else. Wait, how? Maybe that one girl who's abusive. The abusive girl I can see, but the other 2 I don't really see. Is that they're just annoying, you know? So I don't know if they count as human garbage. They've always been hostile towards me. I'd probably be doing the world a favor if I had them all killed. My God. If they screwed me over without a second thought, who knows what they might do in their next unsuspecting victim. Yeah, killing all 3 of them is the right thing to do. How do we come to this conclusion? Removing them from the planet will prevent them from hurting anyone else. My heart begins to race. The trip back to my apartment is boring. The train carriage is nearly empty, save for a few junior high school boys and a couple women in business attire. I have a few seats to myself, so I sprawl out and check my phone for messages. When I feel confident that no one is in the carriage watching me, I decide to search for Corpse Girl's website on my phone. I don't exactly know how easy it'll be to find. Maybe I should just ask AO for the address? Well, a quick search shouldn't be too hard. I begin to type. Corpse Girl website. A few results pop up on my screen, but none of them seem relevant. There are links to funeral servers and anime fan sites, but nothing really matches what I'm looking for. Maybe this was a bad idea. I should probably delete my search history.
Maybe just one more search. Corpse Girl, request.
Girl, they can look at your, you know,
death.
Your phone, just saying. My phone seems to lag for a few seconds and the search is submitted. Then, a fresh list of links appear. The top result catches my eye immediately.
Corpse Girl, revenge at your fingertips.
This must be it. I click the link and the website loads immediately. Oh, Corpse Girl website, revenge at your fingertips. Request a death, fill out your victim's information, upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out, don't be an idiot and enter. The whole site is really basic. A small blurb of text offers instructions.
Request a death.
Oh, she was gonna read it out anyway.
Information and upload a photo of them. Your victim will receive a photo of their own corpse shortly before they die. Watch out. Don't be an idiot and enter your own information, or you will be cursed. What the hell? Is this site actually for real?
I start to wonder if I should go through with this. There was very little useful information on the site. I mean, it does say request a death, but come on, is someone actually going out and killing the person I choose? And how on earth can someone receive a photo of their own corpse before they're actually dead? That just doesn't make any sense. My heart suddenly skips a beat and I nearly drop my phone when it buzzes at me.
Thank God. It's just a text message.
An unknown number? That's never a good thing. Wait a minute. There's a photo attachment. Who would be sending me a photo from an unknown number? My curiosity gets the better of me and I open the message. Is that Corpse Girl? Who's that? Kurosawa, you freaking bitch. Oh no, never mind. It's the girl at the shop. I knew it. I knew she set me up. And Armando and Saichiko. We're on it. We're in on it too. They made me process a fake refund and get the cash out of the register so that my name would be on the transaction. And all for what? A bit of cash that split 3 ways?
Kurosawa, I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
A few of the junior high school boys nearby look at me with worried expressions, but I don't give a damn. I'm angry. I'm furious. Kurosawa is going to pay. I close Kurosawa's message and return to Corpse Girl's website. It's clear what has to be done. Damn! Yo, girl, this is so extreme. Like, why are we okay with this? I'm going to request Kurosawa's death. I read the website instructions one more time just to make sure I haven't missed anything important.
Enter the victim's phone number. Upload a photo of the victim.
And we just got a photo of her too. Can't believe it. Kurosawa just signed her own death sentence. She sent me a photo of herself, and her phone number was included with the message. I fill in the phone number and upload the photo, my hands trembling the whole time. My thumb hovers over the submit button. I feel a chill down my spine. My face turns pale, and I immediately feel cold and clammy. Is Kurosawa really gonna die if I use this website, or is this just all a sick hoax? I run through all the possible outcomes in my head. First possibility, nothing happens, and Kurosawa is none the wiser. Second possibility, Kurosawa gets pranked by whoever is running this website. Maybe just administered just getting a kick out of tormenting people. Kurosawa might receive some spam text or something like that. Third possibility, Kurosawa dies. She gets murdered, or some elaborate scheme is concocted to make her die accidentally. My lips curl into a frenzied smile. I like the third possibility the most. Girl, you need therapy. Like, you need help. What are you doing? Okay. I slam my thumb down and smash the submit button. Prepare for the end, Kurosawa. How is this okay? Damn! June 12th, Friday evening. Alright, so it's a couple hours later. When I get home, I can barely contain my nervousness. I'm shaking as I open the door to my apartment. By the time I walk through the door, the sun has just started to begin to set behind the backdrop of the city. Even though it's not dark yet, I feel physically and mentally drained. The drama at work in this morning has taunting and laugh of Kurosawa. I feel exhausted, like I just want to crawl into bed and sleep. Despite my dipping energy levels, I can't extinguish the burning question flickering within my mind like a candle flame. How will I know when or if Kurosawa is dead? Will Corpse Girl's website notify me? No, of course not. I didn't give any of my personal information on the website that you know of. The entire thing was anonymous. And it's not like I can visit the store tomorrow to see if she comes into work. I'll be kicked out as soon as I show my face. So what do I do?
That's it.
What? I whip my phone out of my purse and open Noise, a social network app that all the co-workers are connected to. Kurosawa, Saichiko, Armando, and I are all in the group chat labeled Work Life. We use the chat to swap shifts and with each other and complain about the boss. Just as I was hoping, I haven't been kicked out of the group yet. I swipe through the list of chat members and tap on Kurosawa's profile. Last online 1 hour ago. Perfect! If I use this app, I can always keep an eye when Kurosawa is active. She only has been using the phone for Noise to detect that she's online. She doesn't necessarily have to be using Noise itself. It's the best way I can think of to monitor if she's still alive or not. It will do for now, at least. I wonder why Kurosawa sent me that photo of herself via regular text message instead of through Noise. Maybe she thought she could be busted for it if someone got into her Noise profile? Who knows what that girl was thinking? Regardless, I'm thankful she made such a stupid mistake. I wouldn't have obtained her phone number if she had decided to send me a message through Noise instead. After all, Noise is strictly an online service, no need for phone numbers. Come to think of it, where did she get my phone number from? Well, no matter, it worked out in the end. I sunk down on the couch in front of the TV to keep my phone firmly gripped in one hand, my knuckles whitening. I start to bite my fingernails on the other hand out of anxiety. In an attempt to distract myself, I switched the TV on to stream some stupid reality shows. The distraction hardly works as I find myself actively glancing at my phone every couple of minutes, waiting for a kind of update on Kurosawa's online status. The evening passes slowly. Maybe it's like in the morning. Alright, so it's Saturday, June 13th. Sunlight streams through the open curtains, and I startle. Did I fall asleep on the couch? I wipe my mouth with my sleeve, cleaning up the trickle of drool from my chin. Ew. My phone is still on one hand, and I quickly check it. Tap the fingerprint smeared screen, but not responding. Battery died. I must have fallen asleep and left my screen on all night. I race towards the charger and plug it in, anxiously waiting for just enough energy to turn the phone screen back on. After what seems like eternity, the phone comes to life. I catch a glimpse of the clock and I swipe the lock screen away. 6:34 a.m. I open up noise quickly as I can and flick through the Kurosawa's profile. Huh? This profile is private. You are not connected to this person. Oh.
Damn it. She blocked me.
I frantically navigate the group chat only to find that I've been kicked out.
Damn it! Damn it!
What can I do now? I've got no way of knowing whether Kurosawa is still alive. Slam my phone down in frustration and it vibrates in retaliation.
Huh? Another text message.
I blink a couple of times. Who would be texting me at this hour? It might be Kurosawa again, trying to rub my face in her victory. Well, if that's the case, at least I know that she's still alive. I hesitantly pick up my phone again and open the message. There's no text, just a photo attachment. Oh god. Is that us? 7:28 a.m. I think that's us. Oh, this got juicy.
What the hell is this?
I nearly dropped my phone in terror. A photo of a dead body, twisted, crumpled up like it has fallen from great height, splattered blood of freckles across the grass. It's hard to make out the details in person. Dirty blonde hair, familiar clothes, smudged makeup. This dead body. Is it supposed to be me? There can be no mistaking it, without a doubt. This is a picture of my own corpse. I shriek again, unable to process what I'm seeing. I'm so entranced by the battered corpse that it takes me a minute to notice the timestamp in the corner of the photo. Today's date, but something's off. The time says 7:28. That's about an hour from now. I shiver involuntarily and I feel a sickening sensation of bile rising in my throat.
This photo... Is this a prediction of my death?
Girl, were you like jumped off the balcony or something, or thrown off?
Am I going to die within the hour?
And the truth hits me harder than my face hits the ground in the grisly photo. When you request a Death on Corpse School's website, your victim receives a photo of their own corpse before they die. Before they die. I can't look at it anymore. I throw my phone to the side and curl up on the floor. Did Corpse School send this to me? And how did somebody get a photo of my corpse? A photo that is seemingly from the future? It's impossible. It has to be a hoax, some trick, some psycho tormenting me.
Yeah, that's all it is. Someone is messing with me.
Girl, if I were you, I would get to the ground floor. Just saying! You know, you have an hour before you're supposed to die. Just get on the ground floor.
Probably Kurosawa.
I get up off the floor and stumbling around. I'm kind of lightheaded and unbalanced. My stomach feels queasy, ready to launch its contents through my throat at any second. I blindly reach around for my phone and finally grasp it with near frozen fingers. The phone number that was sent to the photo, it's unknown number, but the digits don't match the number that Kurosawa texted me from yesterday. So it's unlikely that this came from her. Bizarrely, the phone number is kind of weird, but there are more digits than it should be possible. I try to count them, but stumble a few times in confusion. I eventually conclude the number has 18 digits, way too many. In addition, the phone number seems to repeat digits a lot. 666-33-66-22-66-44-66. Seems too strange to be real. Is it possible a fake phone number? Something interesting catches my attention. Even though the caller ID doesn't recognize the number, it has the data on the origin of the number. Tokyo, Japan, my very own city. Perhaps the sender of the photo can mask their number but can't hide their location? This gives me an idea and I decide to get to the bottom of the situation despite my head throbbing and my stomach pleading to be emptied. I punch the phone number into the search engine along with keyword Tokyo. One result. The link points to a popular discussion board, Noise Channel. It's an anonymous board where users can talk about almost anything. And no surprise, it's owned by the operated but very same company behind Noise app. I use it on my phone. I tap the link and get taken to the discussion topic from less than a week ago. I quickly read through it. Topic, strange photo from unknown number. Hey, so today I got a strange photo from a number that I don't have any in my contacts. Not sure what the deal is. It was gross though. Wondering if any hackers can trace the numbers or something? It's the number, seems like a Tokyo area. I'm in Osaka. Okay, thanks in advance. The topic is only one reply. You got this too? Was the gore photo a picture of yourself? I'm worried. Receives a similar picture from the same number. Thinking about contacting the police, not sure if I'm overreacting. And that's it. The end of the discussion. Neither poster followed up on the conversation. It's most likely because they're dead.
Damn it. That's all?
That didn't give me anything to go on, except that I know that at least 2 other people have received bloody photos of themselves. I wonder if those photos were extreme as the one I received. What happened to these posters? Why didn't they continue the discussion? I feel myself beginning to sweat. My body is going from cold to hot, back again several times in a minute. It feels like I have a fever, but I know it's just stress tearing me up. I checked the time. 6:59. About half an hour until the time printed on the photo. Take a deep breath and doorbell buzzes. I freeze in place, unsure if I should answer the door. In this sketchy apartment building, it's a risk to answer the door on a given day before taking into consideration that some psycho just texted me a photo of my own corpse. Tiptoe towards the door on stiff legs and gaze at the people. There's no one there. Girl, I wouldn't sigh yet. Breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I'm on edge and the doorbell echoed from someone else's apartment? Besides, I don't know of anyone who would want to visit me unannounced, especially this early in the morning. I slump onto the floor, sliding my back down the door. As I come to rest on the carpet, my legs splayed haphazardly in front of me. I've had enough of fear for one day. I just have to believe that this whole thing is a hoax. It's probably karma for trying to get revenge on Kurosawa. Yeah, that's it. Karma! The doorbell rings again and I scream in shock, my head slammed back against the door and resting against it. I jump to my feet and ignore the people, this time simply swinging the door wide open. I would not do that! I'm kind of scared now, because I keep forgetting that this is kind of a horror game. A gust of chilly morning air sweeps into my apartment, and I shut my eyes tightly against the sudden cold. My messy hair tangles in the wind and obscure my vision when I open my eyes. Quickly, I sweep my hair out of my face and look around. There's no one here except... What the fuck? A metal trolley is blocking the walkway in front of my door. A snark white bag the size of a human body rests atop the trolley. My heart begins to race immediately as I recognize what this is. On TV, they always show these trolleys used in morgues to cart dead bodies around. Dead bodies. The vomit that has been trying to escape my body all morning finally finds its way out of my mouth. I retch and heave in the doorway until nothing is left inside my belly except for the stinging stomach acid that threatens to burn through its fleshy container. The stench wafting in the trolley is overwhelming. Pinching my nostrils, closing a little more than to trap that horrific odor inside my own skull, and I gag a splutter involuntarily. My hand reaches towards, as though controlled by some being other than myself. I can't pull back, and I can't prevent my fingers from grasping the zipper attached in front of the box. Why would you do that? Oh god! I unzipped the bag. Huh? And there I am, a wretched corpse exposed to the day of first rays of sunlight. I stand here in the doorway as I lay atop the trolley, simultaneously alive and dead, but more dead than alive in both bodies. The bruising on my face is horrific, and I have reached a stiff finger to my own lips. My living lips trace the outline of the bruise I see before me. There's no pain where the bruise should be, and I breathe a sigh of relief. For why would there be any pain if I'm already dead? To feel pain would be absurd, and then I would really have to start worrying. I wonder how I die. What do you mean, wonder how you die? I'm more concerned about why is there a fucking corpse that looks like me in front of me? Did I fall from a great height? Did somebody hit me with a car? Or did I collapse from some internal reason? Perhaps from organ failure or some undiagnosed sickness? Maybe I didn't die and the corpse in front of me is alive, living and breathing just as I do while I stand in front of myself? Maybe this is all a prank. I pulled on myself, dying just as a joke and never really dying, always living until the point I actually die and there's no longer a prank. My head is splitting, I can't think straight. All thoughts in my mind jumbled and the meaning behind unspoken words disappearing behind foggy clouds inside my shattered skull. To clear my head, I step around my corpse and stand by the walkway railing. On the 4th floor of the apartment building, there are 2 floors above me that could go higher up if I wish. But I'm pretty sure the leap from here would be enough to render my living body identical to the corpse on the trolley. At this point in time, there's only 2 versions of Emi Katsusuno. One living and is me, and the other dead, but also me. I can choose now to be alive or dead, or be dead and dead, but I cannot choose to be alive and alive. What is happening? So even if I choose to be alive and dead, I still can only be half alive, but choosing dead and dead is nice and clean, absolutely an indestructibly solid state of existence. I grip this cool steel handrail and lean over the walkway, my hair whipping against my face thanks to the relentless wind. 4 stories below me in a small courtyard paved with concrete and decorated with occasional shrub or flower bed. I missed the concrete by 2 feet. Dirt sprays up into the air, my nose crushed under my own body weight. I think about that photo Kurosawa sent me with her smug smile and her hands full of stolen money. My teeth grind into my tongue and sever it, but it doesn't manage to escape my closed mouth. My mind wanders— Wait, did we just jump off? What happened? I'm so confused. My mind wanders and settles onto Corporal's website. What was that all about anyway? As far as I know, nothing happened when I submitted Kurosawa's details. Huh. Maybe Kurosawa found the website and, well, submitted my details first. I guess Corpse Girl got me. Well played, Kurosawa. I think I can taste blood in my mouth, but it might just be a memory from the other point of my lifetime. A blinking light from nearby parked cars irritates me. Then my vision turns blue or black, and only concerned about how I'll truly never know that. Wait, so did we actually die? Wait, how does that work? What just happened? Corpse Factory. Dude, what? Act 1. Oh, Noriko Kurosawa. What? 3 weeks earlier. Girl, what is going on? Was she Corpse Girl this entire time? Monday morning. I always like the shape of my eyes. I can be critical about the other parts of my body, but I'll never complain about my eyes. With or without makeup, I think they look great. Mother used to tell me I inherited her eyes, and my big sister inherited father's eyes. To be honest, I don't see any of father's features of myself or my sister, but I do agree that my eyes are exactly replicas of my mother's. My mother doesn't see too well anymore, and that may be something that I also have to worry about in my future. But for now, my eyes are perfect, and I couldn't be happier with them. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner to bring out the best features. Some people tell me that I use too much makeup, and I tend to overdo it and make myself look intimidating. Well, I don't really care. I most likely the way I look, and honestly, how many people can claim the same? Today's morning ritual is the same as any other workday. I'm a slave to the wage, and I'm not proud of it. Call me a corporation sellout, but I can't survive without money. My alarm goes off at 6 a.m. The shower is running by 6:05, and I'm dry and dressed by 6:15. I skip breakfast because I'm watching my figure, and I spend until 6:30 a.m. working on my makeup. Okay. I'm out of the cramped shoebox apartment by 6:45 a.m. Sometimes I catch my neighbor returning home from his overnight shift, and if so, I exchange a simple pleasantries with him and continue on my way. Today there's no sign of my neighbor, so I don't slow down as I descend the stairs and exit the building. Hitting the convenience store for a can of coffee snaps another few minutes from each day. I prefer sweet milk coffees, but every now and then I'm in the mood for rich black coffees. Regardless, I've never started the day without it. I don't always need energy boost, but it helps me stop my stomach from growling. Girl, just eat! The hell? It's a milk coffee kind of day, so I pay the flavor. I pay for my favorite brand and get out of the store in no time. The canned coffee dives into my handbag, and I continue on my way. The train station is always busy in the morning, and it's usually a struggle to navigate my way to the correct platform in time for 7:12 a.m. train. Today is no different. However, I always make it in time because my routine has been perfected over the last few months. Wait, so what the hell just happened? She actually just threw herself off the apartment building, right? The boarded train bound for Shinjuku. A cursory glance reveals there are no empty seats, so I push through the throng of bodies and stand against the carriage wall. Whenever there are seats available, I like to sit and read, but it's much more common to have stand and stare at me at my phone screen and almost everyone else. When I do read, it's the classics: Stoker, Lovecraft, Poe, horror, Western horror, and that is my favorite genre. And of course, faithful translations into Japanese are as good as it gets. My English isn't really strong enough to read these novels in their original language. If I'm stuck staring at my phone screen, I like to stalk people online, acquaintances, or the few friends that I have. Lead such boring lives. They post about the most mundane topics all day, every day, acting like they'll shrivel up and die unless they get the attention they seek. I find their dull, tedious lives simply fascinating. From behind the safety of a glass of veil, I can fulfill my voyeuristic fetishes and consume as much pointless information as I desire. That's a little bit weird. No, that's not a little bit weird, that's very weird. Knowing each mundane tidbit of people's daily lives turns me on. Okay!
Sorry, what?
This morning is the same as any other. I stared on the phone and I held my frail hand. The fingers move on their own accord, scrolling and tapping against the blacklit display, pausing, pondering, pouncing on any post or picture that my pupils haven't yet consumed. Standing in a strange carriage, packed with gills of people, I can't help but feel my face getting flushed and my steamy breath escaping my lips. I just post after post, photo after photo, memorizing the comings and goings of every single person on my noise activity feed. I catch my breathing getting heavier and gasp becoming short and sharp. Girl, are you having an orgasm? Like, what is happening? Ray wants to be a dentist yesterday went to dentist for a root canal. Mizuno shared some photos of her international vacation. Kawahara objects to owning pets and thinks all animals should be free. My cheeks glow crimson, my chest begins rising and falling quickly. I clutch the collar of my shirt, knuckles whitening, knees shaking. A few people in the carriage start to move away from me, but I barely notice, so I would move away too. Like, what's wrong with this girl? My fingers keep scrolling and I hit the jackpot. A new post from a coworker in my office. Tome Watanabe. She's a gal's gal, the type with a heavy fake tan, bleached blonde hair, and questionable clothes. I hate her, but I love her post. This morning's update reads, Tomo, 53 minutes ago. I just found this Corpse Girl website. Such fake bull. Waiting to meet a bitch to try it on. Tomo just discovered Corpse Girl website, huh? I feel a slight squeal trying to escape from my throat as my legs threaten to buckle underneath me. Can't take the excitement anymore, but I have to force my phone away from my hand and bury it at the bottom of my handbag. Deep breaths, Noriko. Deep breaths. I need to calm down and control myself. Composure is key. Close my eyes and let a cool breath of air whistle through my slightly parted lips. Feeling a little calmer and no longer ready to explode. Wow, she was really ready to like bust a nut. Right, Clem? Like, over some posts. Once again, I keep saying this, get help. Like, go to therapy or something. This is not normal. I analyzed the information I just read. Tomo wants to try a Corpse Girl website. That's good. That's very, very good. Rumor has it that you can visit the website and request deaths of somebody you know. How and if the victim dies isn't known to the public. Because of that, some people are pretty quick to dismiss the site as a hoax. However, the most interesting part of it is how or if the victim dies, but rather what happens to the victim before they die. Supposedly, the victims will receive a photo of their corpse. How this photo exists before their victim's life is snuffed out isn't public knowledge, but the thought of this phenomenon occurring is utterly intriguing. Nevertheless, the site has been gaining popularity lately, at least in certain corners of the internet. Message boards like Noise Channel and other similar sites have picked up on the rumors like to exaggerate on the website's authenticity. The fact that someone like Tomo, a rather dense, dim-witted individual, has discovered the website means that it's actually more well-known than I previously thought. It means that people are actually talking about it outside of the internet. Chances are good that Tomo will want to try it out and request the death of someone in the office, a coworker. Me, perhaps. She hates my guts as much as I hate hers. Finally, something exciting is going to happen in our dull workplace.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open. Please change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line, the Saikyo line.
As the automated announcement reads through the list of connecting train lines, I get ready to disembark. The train pulls at stop, and I contort my body around the other passengers in an attempt to exit the train. Finally, free of the tangled mass flesh, I hasten my pace and navigate through the labyrinth station. I take the exit closest to my office and settle into the slower walk. I'm on time, and I never desire to reach the office any earlier than needed. It doesn't take long for the looming office tower to enter my field division. 32 stories of office space, all crammed into a sleek, slim tower. The name Temujin is stamped across the structure in gigantic block letters. If you're looking for this building in Shinjuku, you can't possibly miss it. Temujin carries the title of Japan's third biggest banking corporation. It's a gigantic company with other branches in Kyoto, Osaka, Sapporo, Fukuoka, and a dozen smaller cities I don't even remember. I worked here for close to 30 months now. Not a long time in the grand scheme of things. That said, I'm only a temp, and all I do is data entry. I work on the 14th floor, along with 60 other junior employees, including Gal, Tomo Watanabe. I don't speak of many of my co-workers. That's the way I like it. When I reach the building, I enter through a giant double sliding door and find myself in the familiar lobby. Comfortable couches line the walls circling the reception desk. 4 large elevators are tucked away in a nook behind the reception desk. It's already busy morning, though to be fair, this place is packed all the time. I avoid the crowds of sharply dressed business people, feeling a little out of place in my semi-formal shirt and skirt. Ducking into a newly open elevator, I tap my employee ID card and backlit panel and press the button for my floor. The doors close and the elevator begins to smooth descent. I'm surprised to find that I'm the only one traveling up. I reach my floor and listen to the soothing chime of the doors open, revealing an open layout office before me. The static drone of workplace noise fills my ears, sorry. Conversation, ringing phones, finger tapping against keyboards, photocopiers, even the already low hum of the air conditioning contributes to all the overall din. I make my way to my desk, stationed in the middle of the floor, surrounded by a dozen other identical desks. As I walk, somebody taps on the shoulder gently.
Good morning, Kurosawa.
Hi. Shinya Fujikawa, my senior, though he's really only a couple of months older than me. He's worked here the whole year after taking an internship straight out of a senior high school. He's not an intern anymore, though I'm not quite sure of his job title.
Morning, Fujikawa.
How was your commute this morning?
Fine. Same as usual.
That's good to hear. Did you read any of your novels?
He's referring to the horror books I like to read. I can tell from his tone that he doesn't exactly approve the subject matter. I've known Shinya since junior high. We go way back. Oh, okay, so they know each other. But I wouldn't exactly call us friends. However, he is the one who landed me this job, even though it's just a temporary contract. I've always had feelings that he's a bit sweet on me. I could be way off on the mark, though.
Well, I couldn't get a seat on the train today. Too hard to read while standing.
Yeah, you're looking at this girl. She definitely does look like a villain, right? And she definitely does look like somebody named Corpse Girl. Just taking a wild guess.
Ah, that's a shame. He
definitely likes her.
Still haven't accepted my, friend request, did you know?
Bro, you're not subtle. I have to fight the urge to roll my eyes. He's a nice guy, but we were connected on Noise once before and I had to delete him. He's super obsessed with his father's detective work and all he ever posts about his assumptions and theories on petty crime cases. Normally I find anyone on my friends is fascinating, but here's the thing. Shinya never posts anything about his personal life. All he writes are long-winded rants on boring cases. It's far beyond the amount of dullness even I can stand. I finish my phone out of the handbag and pretend that I'm looking at Noise.
Oh, how about that? Looks like I don't have any incoming friend requests.
I quickly dip my phone back into my bag.
How peculiar. Well, I'll try and nudge again later.
Sir, just don't do it.
Sure, no problem.
She might kill you!
Well, anyway, I better get to it. Work hard today, okay?
You got it.
Shinya offers a formal bow and goes on his way. Before I can take a step towards my desk, a mocking voice whispers in my ear.
How long are you gonna lead on?
Oh, this is the girl! Oh, I mean, damn, her titties are just out like that? The hell? I shiver to find Tomo Watanabe lurking behind me, buzzing around my neck like an irritating mosquito.
That poor boy really has the hots for you. When are you gonna tell him you're a cold-hearted psycho?
Yikes.
Listen, I'm not leading him on, and I'm no psycho.
Girl, with you posing like that, you look like one.
Huh. Sounds like something a real psycho type would say.
Exactly. Of course, this is none other than gal girl Tomo, the very same brain-dead moron who posted this morning about wanting to try Corpse Girl's website. She's the kind of person who likes to stir up trouble and investigate conflict. She had her vacant eyes on me since the day I first stepped foot in the office. She loves to torment me any chance she gets. Maybe I rubbed her the wrong way somehow, though I'm not sure what I ever did to her. Even though she's a data entry temp like me, she worked here just a little longer than I have. Unfortunately, that means I have to defer to her as my superior in this professional environment. She knows as much as she knows as much and likes to take advantage of the fact often as possible.
It's funny, you know. You don't look like the type of skank to lead on a goody-goody like Shinya.
What? Okay.
I told you, I'm not leading him on.
Well, if you're not interested, maybe I'll take him out this weekend and tongue him at the cinema.
Okay, no one's stopping you. Like, what?
Gross. Do what you want, but I doubt he's into someone with your, looks.
Oh yeah? What would you know? You think he likes your flat chest, little Miss Gothic Lolita?
Why is she talking like that? Oh yeah? What do you know? I know I should shrug off comments like this, and normally I would, but backing down from Tome isn't something I could do easily.
I'll give you a tip. Guys like Shinya are smart. Clever. If you want to impress him, don't let him know your head is as full of air as your inflatable breasts.
A flash of crimson lights up on Tomo's face as she looks ready to lash out at me. A group of co-workers, juniors like us, look over in concern. Tomo takes a step back from me, not before signaling a rude gesture with her fingers.
We ain't done here, Noriko. Watch your back.
I'm trembling.
Tomo walks away and I breathe a sigh of relief. If it wasn't for having to deal with her, I wouldn't have dread coming to work every day. Anyway, I wonder what she's planning to test out Corpse Girl's website. Will she try it on me since we just fought? I'm not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. So wait, let me get this straight. If this is the same Kurosawa girl at the beginning with Emmy, does she just go to like different work areas and like piss off a bunch of people and then get them to try Corpse Girl's website to trick them into killing them? Is that how that works? Because this is so weird. Not really sure if I should be excited or scared. Either way, it will definitely be fun to find out what happens if she does try the website. I finally reached my desk and take a note of the time. I was supposed to start working 5 minutes ago, so I quickly logged onto my computer and checked today's task list. It's all standard stuff today. I need to transfer a few tables of numbers from our spreadsheet into our company's online database. When I'm done, I'll have a run for a few other people and then commit the change to the server. The work is dull and repetitive, but my salary isn't bad. On a plus side, I get to wear headphones and listen to music while I work. I dip into my handbag and retrieve my headphones, my phone, and a can of milk coffee, and a handful of breath mints. I lay them out on my desk neatly. I slip my headphones on and plug them into my phone, and hit play on my work playlist. Loud symbolic metal lovingly thrashes my ears as I crack open a can of coffee and take a long sip.
Okay. Let's get started.
I return home in my quiet, cramped apartment after work. Yeah, this is kind of cramped. I mean, a lot of apartments in Japan are kind of like small anyway, right? The place is eerily silent, a stark contrast to the bustling office where I spent my days. Throwing my handbag onto a tiny coffee table, I pick up my laptop and sit on the couch. I lie back and get comfortable, letting the laptop rest on my stomach as it boots up. The welcome screen loads up, and I click a couple of times, opening my web browser, and then head to the very specific website saved in my favorites. Corpse Girl website. A cute dancing zombie girl is animated at the top of the page, a peculiar irregularity that always makes me giggle. I notice that the page view counter at the bottom of the site is nearly the same as it was yesterday. There have been maybe 4 or 5 new visitors. I heave a sigh. Maybe the website isn't quite that well known after all? That begs the question, how did Tommy discover it? Well, never mind that. My eyes scan the website contents. Request to death, big bold letters in the headline. The intent couldn't be clearer. Further information on the site is sparse. Brief instructions tell the user to fill the victim's phone number and upload a photo. Aside from that, there's not much else to mention. It doesn't even ask for a name. After scanning the site, I move my mouse to the browser's address bar and click. And I type the / after website address and then add the word admin. So she is the girl who makes this website. And it makes sense why it's called Corpse Girl, because she's like gothic and everything. And also a fucking weirdo. I hit the enter key. A login presents itself with an empty username and password field waiting to be filled in. My fingers tap down around the keyboard, and within a moment, I'm presented with a brand new page. A blinking slab of text greets me. One new request! A crooked smile cracks my stony expression. Finally, somebody has requested a death. Somebody has asked me, Corpse Girl, to kill a victim. This is where things get exciting. I giggle and I feel my cheeks flush red. This is the first request I've had in a couple of weeks. I've been logging every evening, fingers crossed that somebody would select a new victim for me. Today my wish has come true. I can't help but feel emotional at the time like this. My lower lip trembles and I fear tears well up. I dab the corners of my eyes, gently avoiding smudging my makeup. As I hover my mouse cursor over the view request button, a familiar and pleasant tingling sensation surges in my chest, my stomach, my thighs. Please don't say your vagina, I don't need to know. I shiver with anticipation, my hot and steaming breath beginning to fog up the laptop screen. Damn! This is what I'm saying. Is this girl just busting a nut over this? Like, what's going on? Quest details. Today, 2:45 p.m. local time. Victim's phone number. Downloading image attachment. The victim photo automatically loads on my screen. The person in front of me is a total stranger, but that's okay. It doesn't change the test set out before me. A woman, rather plain, in her early 30s. She's well dressed, with minimal makeup, and she's not really putting her personality on display. It's a nice photo, better quality than some of the images I've received in the past. In fact, the photo looks like a corporate ID picture. I wonder if it was downloaded from a company database or website. Well, the source of the photo doesn't matter. The simple fact of the matter is that somebody has made a request for this person to die. Well, it falls on me to fulfill that request, and as Corpse Girl, I take requests very, very seriously. I have the victim's photo, and I have her number. All I need now is to select a way for her to meet her untimely demise. I previously thought about including an extra field on my website, an option for the user to choose the way they want their victim to die. After all, it would reduce the amount of strain on my creativity, and the method was decided for me. But after careful consideration, I decided against it. Some people are sick, twisted. The cause of death could be far beyond my means and impossible to achieve. Therefore, allowing the user to define the cause of death just isn't feasible. Instead, I'll stick to my current modus operandi. Everything depends on the quality of the victim's photo. If it's detailed, the victim's features are easy distinguishable, then I can rather be creative with the cause of death. Perhaps the victim's face suffers a grotesque burns, or she has an iron stake through her skull. However, if the victim's photo is low quality and doesn't provide enough detail to identify the subject, I have to resort to the cause of death. A terrible, unlucky fall from a great height. So that's what happened with the first girl, Emmy. The photo that was sent to Corpse Girl was not detailed enough. Maybe she slips, or maybe someone stumbles into her and sends her tumbling over the rail. The end result will be the same, a swift crushing death from on high. The victim will end up face down on the concrete, completely unrecognizable save for her clothes and accessories. It's not my favorite cause of death, but in some cases it is necessary. Regardless, it's still a valid way to fulfill the request. For now, it's time to get started. I can barely contain my excitement. I squirm against the couch, uncrossing my legs in vain to attempt to dissipate the heat rising through my body. Yeah, she's getting off on this. This is really weird. Taking a deep breath, I try to calm my nerves and get to work. The victim will receive a photo of their own corpse, time-stamped with the date of her death. It's Corpse Girl's signature move, my calling card, if you will. Seeing an image of one's own disfigured corpse is sure to strike fear into one's heart. And that's precisely the reason I take this step, to make the victim panic and act rashly. But how does she get the image? First things first, I have to save the victim's photo on my laptop hard drive. I store it in the folders discreetly named System Files, hidden away in the root directory of my operating system, a password encrypted directory of course. Next, I open up my favorite image editing software and load the photo. Looking carefully at the details of the picture, I can see that this will be a work of art. I can really go to town with this request. I minimize the software and open the web browser and access a peculiar website. Database of the deceased, the DD, as I know as the dark web. My secret weapon to the open resource of my work. Wait, what? High resolution photograph. Oh, you know what I think she does? She probably, especially if she said these people who don't have distinguished features, like a boring photo, the reason why she kills them from high up is so that she probably gets photos of actual crime, like people who were actually killed or murdered. Say, example, someone who fell off a building. You could literally Photoshop it to look like this person, but disfigure the face so they wouldn't know it's them, except for like details of their clothing or their hair or something like that. That kind of makes more sense. That's how she's getting away with it, and also her calling card of like looking like this is you. And what she said earlier about if the person is very detailed, like the picture that they have. Example, they have colored hair, they have piercings, tattoos, whatever the case may be. She probably disfigures their face so that you can't tell that it's somebody else's body, but has the details of the colored hair, the tattoos, and all of that photoshopped on there to look like them. That's very interesting and very creepy. The DD is a collection of countless high-resolution photographs of dead bodies, murder victims, crime scenes, suicides. If somebody has died in one way or another, chances are good that some perverted individual has captured the moment in all its glory. Such valuable images are essential to my work. Using these photos as a base, I can edit my victims' details into the picture. My process is simple. I start locating the perfect corpse photo. I search the database, and in less than 1 minute or two, I discover a distinguishingly detailed photo of a woman with her entrails spilling from her stomach. Her face is blue, having suffocated from even having the chance to bleed to death. She's about the same age as my victim. She's a similar height and build. Finding a photo that specifically suits my victim's features is easy thanks to the DD's excellent catalog of tags and filters. I simply search for the keyword that matches my victim's description and find a corpse that fits. Using this photo as a starting point, I digitally edit my victim's face onto the body. It's not some quick job that a child can do. It's a painstakingly crafted work of art that would fool even the keenest eye. An hour passes, then 2, and then 3. Before I know it, it's midnight and come and gone, but the work is nearly completion. All that remains is to add the final touches. I like to add specific distinguishable details of the image. A person, item, or accessory, clothes, makeup, you name it. I can edit it in. With the personal details added, I just adjust the light and the color palette, just slightly enough to make the photo truly unique. If the victim decides to reverse image search of the photo and discovers that it's forgery, all my work would be for naught. Damn. And with that, the masterpiece is complete. A grisly, gruesome, grotesquely glorified gift soon to be departed. The victim will receive this photo of the corpse that is, for all intents and purposes, a perfect replica of her own physical form. She will open the image on her phone, and life as she once knew will crumble to pieces. My lips curl into a satisfied smirk. During my hours of work, my breathing eventually steadied. My excited nerves settled into a zen-like calm. But seeing the finished art piece now, I begin to feel my heart pounding once more. The macabre version before me is accelerating. Adrenaline and dopamine surge throughout my body, giving me a sudden head rush of bliss. To say that I'm attracted to the sight of blood and guts would be misleading. No, I'm not into all of that. The excitement stems from the thought of taking control of somebody else's life, dictating their future, controlling their fate. So a masochist. For the creation of this image, I have taken the victim's life into my own hands, like a puppet master pulling the strings of a marionette. By forging this convincing creation, I will compel the victim to take her own life. That's right, my own hands no need to become a strain. The hands of Corpse Girl has never been dirtied with the blood of a victim. This is true nature of my work. Careful crafting a corpse photo in a way that convinces the victim that their fate is already sealed and no matter what they do, they cannot escape death that awaits them. I guess that's what happened with Emmy, because she's like, I guess I'm dead, and then she jumped off? That's the part that confused me. How do you convince them to do it? And the date stamped on the photo is the icing on the cake, the ultimate driving force behind the victim choosing to end their own life. A date so near to the future that time is not yet a time that has not yet occurred, a fiber of uncertainty carefully interwoven into the image that caused the victim to pause and consider the possibilities. Is this photo from the future? Is this truly my fate? How can I outrun the future that has been pre-decided? These are the thoughts that run through the victim's minds. Despair and dread flood their senses. Overwhelming anxiety gives them way to calm acceptance. This is my dead body. This is how I die. Why should I fight it? And then the victim's last visage to resistance gently breaks and the silk spider web begins torn by a cool breeze. They finally give in and invite their end. This is the way it will go down for this woman, this complete and total stranger. I'm confident, certain, convinced. Oh my god, and there's Corpse Girl on the stretcher. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. So this is the first part of Corpse Factory. I wanna know your thoughts on it, if you guys would like me to continue this Let's Play. Like I said, I haven't done a visual novel Let's Play in years, so I'm a little bit rusty, but it is kind of interesting to get into like a psychological horror game, because I love psychological horror, especially visual novels. They're very underrated horror visual novel games. So, once again, I want to give a huge thank you to River Crow Studio for writing me a copy of this game. So far, I'm intrigued, so I want to know what will happen next, because usually when I play horror visual novels, it's the other way around, like we're the character in danger, rather than the character causing the danger. So this is what intrigues me. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Corpse Factory, remember to leave a like. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and be sure to subscribe and hit the bell button for more episodes of Corpse Factory. And Clementine is barking, so I gotta go take care of her. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!